Hiya, Peneleme. Hiya, Diablo. How you doing? Man, how many times have I run back and forth between... Oh, it's a bubble car. Still getting used to this thing. Where does your name come from? It's an unusual name, Penny. Oh, thanks, Jens. I'm glad you liked it, mate. How are you doing? How's work? I guess with the kids and that new job, it's hard to get out and do the physical stuff. I should have mentioned that in the video. It's like, it's all to do with time as well, isn't it? Finding the time to do it. A bit lucky in that respect at the minute, in that I work quite flexible hours, so at least I can do it. But I'm thankful for that. Very thankful. Alright, it's interesting. I wondered if it was play on names from games or something, Penny. I don't think I have any characters left that from my days back in playing when I was younger. There's one character here called Deck, who is a character that I've had for many, many years. I think I had him in at the very start of Star Wars Galaxies. Deck. And I called him Deck because it sounds a bit like Dak from the movies. Sounds a bit like a Star Wars name. To my ear, anyway. Sound. Put a bit of sound on. Johan Olsen. Opinion on Star Wars canon or legends, respectively. Interesting. Interesting question. I have to think about that. Well, to me, the Legends is kind of a chance for Disney to do a hard reset and do what they like. So I would say I don't necessarily buy into the whole idea of the Legends. I think it's a big company saying, look, there's too much stuff to keep track of. We want to start again. And I think that's what Legends is. Moving heavy hoses. Ah, interesting. We'll need to mountain bike more. Wow, mountain biking. That's something my wife's into. She has a bike. Need to get into that. She started a Wookiee Jedi just to crash for some reason. But it's kind of funny. Crash like the game crashes, or you crash into walls? Yeah, I honestly, Johan, I don't go too deep into it these days. I kind of accept collisions and clashes like that in a made-up fictional universe. I can't get overly invested in that kind of thing because they're making stuff up all the time, and it's going to conflict. So to me, it's like, well, okay, fair enough. There've been conflictions ever since I started being a fan of Star Wars, so I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, back in the day, the comics never, books and things were always conflicting, and the attitude of Lucasfilm used to be, you can do what you like in the comics and books, but the TV and movies, those are the sacrosanct canon. They override everything else. So I'm kind of used to the comics and things conflicting. Because I was trained to prioritize the movies and TV over everything else, so I guess that's what Lucasfilm trained me to do. And I still do it. So all I'm doing tonight is I thought I would have a nice relaxing... Well, we'll see how relaxing it is once I start doing some quests, but I really can't remember where I got up to with the Rebel quest line with Naplu. Rebel theme park, you see. Group, the Imperial officer that defected provided the rebellion with some Imperial codes, travelled to Talos, delivered the security codes to an operative of the Bothad spy nets. So that's apparently where I got up to. I have to go to Talos. I thought I'd never done this. It reminded me when we were doing the Bespin content that, maybe there's something I've missed here. And talking to a friend the other day, I'm gonna do the healer thing. No. Resilience, go with second chance. Chance to automatically heal. I kind of like that, and I don't use it often enough because everyone's down on it. I've talked to someone who says that's a good thing, and I agree. So I'm going to go with that. Oh, my little entertainer can only do a 3.5 hour buff these days. Flawless Pearls jam may be. I did. I farmed... I was killing crates for a long time. They're very rare. Very rare. You have to keep going for a long time. There's also treasure chests you can do where you can get... as long as you do the level 90 treasure chests, you can get Flawless Pearls in those sometimes. Or Flawless Crystals, I think. Crate pistols. There's no pistols in there, but there are pearls, and some of them are flawless, or what's the equivalent? This ancient crate pearl is the equivalent of a flawless crystal, I think. Look at this. I really like the fact that you can... I haven't driven around in a speeder for quite a while, but I like the novelty of being inside the cockpit. And particularly on Tatooine, it makes sense because of all the dust storms. Filling up gas stations, constantly lifting 4-inch diameter hoses. My god, sounds like hard work. Hi, Lieutenant Goku. Oh, nice. I'm glad the videos helped Diablo. How do I get rid of my speeder? There we go. Elandril says don't waste time farming flawless crate pearls. Old flawless crystals only tuned for 1920 often. Yeah, there's they did upgrade those. I heard that those flawless pearls are better in the Jedi theme park. WOD theme park. Just remind me, what's the WOD theme park? So I guess we're off to Talos, right? Deering. Oh no, we're going to get a buff first. Witches of Dathomir, right? That's an interesting one to go to first. Do you remember it from the live game? Let's get a buff from Jenna. Even though everyone these days has gone into the med center, I really appreciate the fact that Jenna still stands here doing this. Hello, hello. Hiya, Hornet. Good to see you, matey. Ah, so you were curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thanks, Jenna. Yeah, Talos, there we go. I remember when my guild made me want to go to Talos. Let's put our guild hall on Talos. No, I want Tatooine. She is. She's so dependable, Jenna. She's been there for so long. If she goes, that's when you'll know the server is dying. When Jenna's no longer there, it's like some portent of doom from ancient times. When the sun turns red in the sky, the world is ending. When Jenna is not in the starport, that's when you have to worry. Bothan Spynet operative. So you are just round the corner in Derek all this time. Well, I must have just stopped because I had other things going on. No, my Jedi does not crash my game any more than any other character. I occasionally get a crash, but not too frequently. Hello, Erisi Preliminary. Downloaded Imperial plans. Well, I know from the mission title alone what's involved there. Right? Right? Closest city, Meridian. Or we could go on a long sightseeing tour of Talos. Maybe it's not the best idea. We were doing a few races with these speeders and seeing how fast this new one is. Seems about as fast as the swoop, which is good. I think they changed it though. I mean, it's a lot prettier than it used to be, Talos. I used to feel like it looked like a car park. Looked like a concrete jungle. Not just because of all the grey houses. I just felt that the ground looked gravelly and concrete and rocks and stuff. I don't know. But I did read some patch notes where I think they modified something. This particular speeder, or just a new speeder. If you want a new speeder, I'd go to the bazaar in Mos Eisley. Just look for vehicle deeds. There's a section for deeds. You go to vehicle deeds and just do a local search. There's usually a few speeders there. And this one comes from the new Bespin content. Elandro, yeah, and you can get a free one, just type flash. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a good point, Bran. I know your memory does modify things over time, and things aren't quite the same as they used to be, but I remember it being very dingy and grimy. Crashed, oh, when you removed ILM, interesting. Okay. I can't say with ILM I got many more crashes. Yeah. Yeah, Sardoka, you can claim those //claim. I think they're some are different. You get different ones between characters, but some are shared. No, they're all shared, right? And you just some are shared, some may not be shared, but just //claim, and you can see what you can get. And I think 10 days after you've been playing, you get access to the kind of the rolling veteran rewards, which is nice. You get some nice rewards for those as well in addition, and can be helpful when you're starting for sure. Even if you don't want them, you can sell them on the bazaar, and some veteran players might buy some of them. Jose, you can get it on eBay, you can get old copies on eBay, you can also search around the internet for digital copies and stuff. Nice scenic drive through the countryside here. It's quite a sparse planet, I think, compared to some of the bigger ones. Lots of real estate for cities, player cities. There are all so many on Legends. Look at all these. These are player cities. Magnolia, Exegol, Dark Laboratories, Darker Waters, Mount Olympus. Thought that was just Mars. Apparently not. It's on Talos as well. Who would have thought that? Which is yours, Elandro? Yeah, Hornet. That's Hornet's correct. I use Reshade without ILM. Interesting note, I believe you have to turn off ILM if you want to go to Bespin as well, which is the new content that they've just added. Also, they were saying on my stream the other day, haven't confirmed it, but that was the scuttlebutt. Darker Waters. I know I visited Darker Waters an awful lot for various things. And I need materials. A lot of vendors in Darker Waters. Alright, let's see what happens when I get there. Like every good Jedi, before you slaughter people, you have to have a good old think about it. Here we go. Downloading the Imperial plans now. There's not much downloading that happens. Usually death happens. The buffs I'm doing are just basic buffs. I've got some power-ups on my hotbar there. You can see that I'm clicking. You have added the badge, the site of a battle between Rebel and Imperial forces, to your badge collection. Download the Imperial plans. So there's something around here I have to find. It could be inside the command posts. Maybe I have to. Maybe it's underground. I tell you what, it might be. It might be the fact that I'm not declared rebel. That would help. Not GCW, PvP. Whoop, PvP. We are currently processing your request. It will be returned to active duty. Yep. $85s. All right. Go away. I'm going inside. Hi, Winnie. It's a bit jaunty for slaughtering Imperials, isn't it? There's no, like, this looks like one of those Rebel command bases. I don't think you can go underground here. There's no elevators, right? Ah, well, download the Imperial plans. Access database. Will you go away? Will you leave me alone? Cannot perform this action while hidden. Alright. That's weird, isn't it? So the waypoint is just way off. Contact Leia. So just run in. There was a Jedi here a minute ago, they're saying. He's back. Look at him, completely unfazed by my presence. That's hardcore Imperial training. Or maybe ignorance. They just don't know what the glow stick is. They don't know it's dangerous. He was some kind of raver. Came in here. Stupid music playing. Waving his glow stick. don't know why. I feel like just driving around. Is that okay? I just want to drive around. I don't want to keep using shuttles. I'm sick of shuttling around and trying to do everything as fast as possible. Jess. Half of these buffs are... No, the only Jedi buffs I've got is the meditate. Yeah, everything else is available to other classes. And then the only Jedi combat buffs I use are really Saber Reflect and Saber Block. Level does Jedi get a lightsaber? Oh, come on guys, help me. Is it level 21? 25-ish, says Smash. Smash. Oh, that's great, Winnie. What kind of computer are you getting? Hi, Smash. It's good to see you, matey. Someone's gone in. Degalete. I love it when people name their factories, come up with a little story for their ongoing industrial endeavours. Look at that. A sunken ATST. I hope the guys got out of there in time. Like in the 18 back in the day. They all jump out on fire, but they're okay. In slow motion. They do a somersault in midair. Training saber is 26. Sounds about right. Custom rig. Sounds good. Plate armor. Nice. Fantastic. I know armor is a bit of a hog for resources. A lot of my old guildies used to play armor, never quite got into it. It's a very realistic shooter from what I remember. I tend to go a little bit more arcadey these days. I was looking for a good racing game the other day. Something like Classic Ridge Racer. I found one called Slipstream on Steam. It's pretty good, pretty good. Old school racer. I just didn't want anything too complicated. Like, you know, when you just want to race around. I just want to hit accelerate and brake. I don't want to worry about suspension, traction, balancing all my engine parts. I just want to race. A lot of stuff is not in the mood for that kind of complication. But I do want to play Forza, and I think that's got a little bit of simulation in it. Just for a little bit of something different. Listen to some music while I'm playing, and just race. That'd be good. Enjoy that. Where's this? Vader Glen. Right in the middle. I appreciate the little indicator on screen these days, Derek. Imperial occupation in 3 hours 46 minutes. They don't have to keep track of everything. Outside the game and in the special lists of dates and times. Still glitches. It's all about community. Isn't it the way with a lot of games online? You keep playing something because of the community. Arcadey racing game. Hot Shot Racing. Sounds interesting. Shot Racing. I will make a note. Slipstream was a bit too complicated in the end. Even though it was arcadey, it was all about drifting into the corners and stuff, and quite challenging. This is a bit too challenging. Just because it's retro doesn't mean it's easy. I learned from that particular experience. It's good to see you, bud. I've been great. I've been having fun in RL, as they say, in real life, having fun, getting stuff done. Any rallies? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. It's not a big thing over here, Jens. Like racing rallies and stuff. Yeah, I think it can be a double-edged sword, Sardoka, the level 90. What I try to say to suggest to people on here and in some of the videos I've done in the past is just slow down. Don't use that 90 straight away. Wait. Save it up, because once you've done it a couple of times with a combat character, or even if you want to use it on a crafter, which I wouldn't advise, but you can, it's always there. That's the game, right? The leveling is the learning of the game, and that's content that you're kind of skipping. You're skipping it. Don't skip it. Don't skip because you feel pressure to be at the end game, because that's crazy. It's crazy. Peer pressure has a lot to answer for in life. Everyone wants to be the top straight away. You miss the journey. The journey is where it's at. Communication terminal. I can contact Leia from the... This is weird. Why would you... Come on, everyone has a comlink in science fiction. Leia appears from the shadow and... Okay, not even a hologram. Okay, so you're here. That's interesting. What's the assignment, Leia? Something important has come up in Narshall. A Solonian advocate named Nomi has been murdered. She was targeted by the Empire because she's sympathetic to our cause. What do I do? Alright, the Empire is attempting to make it all look like the Rebel Alliance. It is their desire to sow dissension. You need to make sure the blame for this atrocious act is rightfully placed on the Empire. What's happened to my screen now? Yeah, it's true. They wouldn't get rid of the 90 smesh, but I think for new starters it's problematic. So, Solonian advocate murdered. Is that on my big map here? I wonder if we have to read quest dialogue. What a novel idea. Prominent Solonian advocate Nomi takes steps to make certain that the correct people are held. She was attacked somewhere in Narshall, but the exact location is unknown. Switch the rebel helmet. So we're having a wander around Narshall, looking for objects. Scene. Let's get to Narshall first, then I'll have a look a bit closer. Just a quick shuttle across planet. Jumping my ship. Talus Marshall. There you go. Show my graphical settings. I can, Marvin. Hang on. My graphics. So, main graphics options. Spread out a little bit weird here. Particle limit, brightness, contrast, gamma. Enable anti-aliasing, don't forget that. Disable animation priorities, I have that off. Enable glare, I have that off. Viewing distance up to the top, field of view pretty wide for me. And fade objects. The only one of these I have on is enable character level of detail manager, which sometimes helps in distant characters. Camera height. That's an interesting one that I don't fiddle around with very much. Look at that. Whee! You're high over the head of your character. Static object level of detail. I kind of want to crank that up. Thank you. Character level of detail. I don't think these make a massive difference, to be honest. Shadows I have on simple, and non-character shadows I have none. And terrain, global terrain detail I have top, and terrain high detail range I have halfway, and then everything else on full. And those are my graphic settings. All the way, makes total sense. Do you have a suggestion on what to pick first from the rewards? Can't remember exactly what order they come in and when you get them, but from memory, the crate of resources, of rare resources, is very good for selling as a new starter because veterans want that. If you put that on the bazaar, you sell it for a good few million credits. So keep an eye out for that one. I'm sure people will have other suggestions in the chat. All right. Really, there's got to be something that gives me some clue here, right? I'm gonna read this quest text. Take it in. I'm gonna ignore chat for a second and absorb this. So I'm basically looking for a Salonian's corpse somewhere in the city. I have all object names on, which is a big help. So I'll just have a wander around and see if we can find it. Yeah, Jens, someone was saying that's a really good shortcut for keeping up to date with aid. I'm glad you're doing it because it's people like you that make it easier for people like me who don't necessarily report. We just use SWG aid as a resource, so I need people who keep doing it. For those who don't know, Star Wars Galaxy's aid is a shortcut for crafters who are out looking for resources, and it tracks what's spawning, but it's reliant on people in the game reporting the various resource spawns on the planet. Ah, there's a Salonian advocate, look. Seems to and fights going on. I remember coming here with my buddies, doing something Imperial, I think. Maybe the Imperials were the ones who killed the Advocate. Well, we know they were, but us specifically. It's close to the water, the corpse. I'll figure it out. I mean, I could always go to the wiki, but I just don't want to straight away. No, I don't think it's round here. And if I start going out of the city, where are the boundaries of this quest? You know, if we're going to start including locations outside the city. Mercer's harassing me. Oh, something. A super battle droid. Where did that come from? Wasn't there a second ago? Yeah, you just have to download it somewhere or get a copy on eBay, but don't ask us to give you links and tell you exactly how to do it. You know, just use Google. I mean, it's so easy. You just have to search and use Google, and you'll figure it out. All of us love our freedom. all of us love being at liberty. Hi, Star Wars geezer. I would hang. I mean, the Discord is the Legends Discord is very active. Winnie, we're active on here. And any of those two places, I'm sure you'll meet people with guilds and stuff. Once you start playing, people are pretty friendly, I've found. No, probably not Smash. It sounds, if you're asking whether it's allowed, probably not. But, you know, go to Discord. Go to Reddit. Do those things. Do those things. It's like my parent, mother. Like, she'll ask me things like, how do I do this on the computer? Not realise, just Google it. All I'm doing is Googling it. I Google it and then I tell you what to do. So just, why don't you Google it? Just cut out the middleman. Examine. Oh my god. Stormtroopers. Oh, there she is, the Nomi advocate. Oh, thanks. Is that Mercer? Hiya, DV. Thank you, Jens. Thanks, Kreia. God, how hard is it to type thank? Alright, so we swap things around. Switch helmets. Place the carbine. Leia, return to Leia Organa. There you go. Good bubble car. It's very curved and bubbly. Cool. Let me Google that for you. That's is that a thing? That's good. That I like that. I'm sure that's what's going on the end. That must be what's going on the end of most hotlines these days. The guy's just stalling while he Googles. Ring the Apple experts who use Google to find everything out. I mean, I assume she's back in Derek, right? At the Rebel base on Corellia. Okay, travel. Show galactic map. There you go. And I think the Rebel base is up here somewhere. Corvella. Try that. Winnie, yeah, but I think people still do that. That's called... I mean, you can do it just yourself, organising with the emotes and what's already in the game, but they have that thing called the storyteller system. Storyteller missions, I think it is. There's the Rebel hideout. We could go to Maple Grove. Let's activate the waypoint. Those are still in the game, and you start getting loot from the very beginning. If I hadn't turned it off, it would all be dropping in my inventory right now. The storyteller loot that you use to craft the quests, but I don't do it very much, so I've turned it off. It's a lot of additional junk in your inventory if you're not into that system, but I've heard it's pretty cool. You sometimes go past people's cities and houses, and they have like a Millennium Falcon outside and a lovely bridge with an archway, and they've decorated it all with these storyteller items. And on Legends specifically, they do a load of these new player events, and that's when they use a lot of those storyteller props, they call them. And they in the game for a limited amount of time, and you can do loads of stuff with them. Those are, I think, rewards for doing the storyteller options. I haven't done a lot of it. I'm doing the canned content at the minute. I keep saying I need to get into that. A few still to go. I think I've not talked to Luke obviously yet. He's the last guy, but there's General Dodonna is in here. I think once you've done with this Rebel hideout, you get sent to another Rebel hideout. So many Rebel hideouts. Typical quest giver NPCs in the open world. They are, pretty much. You don't have to go into instances to get quests and things. You started the Legacy quest, Marvin, outside the starport in Mos Eisley. That's a good one to get you on the path to being sent between various quests. Sends you to quest givers on various planets. For this, I'm in a forest. It's like my home. Yeah, the Twi'lek dude outside the starport. Go talk to him. He's a good one to start. There's loads of quests. Starts out all around Mos Eisley. Forget his name. What's his name, Smash? Thallow? Something? I don't know. Thanks, Winnie. Thanks for stopping by. Vork. Vork Visremt. I was just about to say that. I wasn't really. You Googled it for me. Just let me Google that for you. We should have that as a little bot in the chat, shouldn't we? I can just hit a key and it's just a little bot turns up and just says, just let me Google that for you. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, they'll have that exclamation mark. Does anyone get confused when they first started? You get another quest. And it's in your inventory and you click it and Bib Fortuna contacts you. And I thought that was something to do with the legacy, but it actually sends you to the quarantine zone, which is high level content. It must be something to do with when they added that to the game and everyone was already veterans during the live game. But you still get it in, certainly on Legends and probably other NGE servers as well. So it's like, oh, that's a bit confusing at the start because that quest starts in Mos Eisley exactly where the legacy starts. It's a little confusing. That's what I did first, trying to start the legacy, and it sent me to the quarantine zone. I'm like, help me! I'm not ready for this. Leia, she's upstairs, right? Yeah, just follow it for a while, Marvin. Once you get to like level 50, 55, 60, maybe, you could go off the legacy onto the Lock theme park, which I think is a great one to get some extra levels. And that starts in Lock's Nim's stronghold on Lock. Leah! I'll have those. News reports from Narshall are blaming Imperial forces for Nomi's death. Good work. You're welcome. I mean, you're tiny. I mean, I know Carrie Fisher was small, but that's a bit ridiculous. News reports from... Oh, so do I go on to the next person now? Who's next? Who can I talk to next? Maybe generic captain, who's a little overweight. Here's a requisition supplies. No, that is not the quest line. Tip off himself. That's where I got up to on the legacy with this character. I only got to level 22 with the legacy. But Napoli was not my not my first character by a long shot on the server. You're needed on Lock. Speaking of Lock, check in first with Nia Num, but you'll eventually be reporting to Han Solo himself. Scummy smuggler. Just the lower areas can be done from level 5. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Just a little confusing for new starters. Is there a handy dandy shuttle that you rebels could have set up for a poor Jedi? If this were a organised player city, the rebels were look, we've got a shuttle there. Why is there no guy to buy a ticket from? Probably broken down because well, they're rebels. To make allowances. It's got to be around here. Tesla Tesla Tendora. Tesla. Pardon me, but I'm waiting for a delivery. Lieutenant Vance, can you give me a lift? No. I'm so bored. They've kept me here managing flight schedules. Please tell me you're here with my reassigned... No, I'm just passing through. Just passing through. This is a military base. You should be more... Oh, who am I kidding? Just try not to get into trouble. Alright. Oh, I'll leave. Hicks, we are leaving. Deco! I love those little deco options. Little junk. You put it in your junk pile in the back. A base full of junk. Do I need to care about the factions now? Only if you want to. They do have an effect if you want to get involved with the Galactic Civil War. There's nothing to show on this one. Oh. But there's battles going on across the galaxy, like city invasions and... Oh! Sorry, bumped the mic. City invasions, stuff to do in space to do with the factions. PvP? If you want to do PvP, you're going to definitely be paying attention to faction. I'm going the wrong way. I need to find flat ground. I think the city invasions are my favourite Galactic Civil War content. On Legends they also added, what do they call them? Flashpoints? That are like little mini skirmishes between rebels and Imperials for the PvPers. Which was really nice. Very nice. It's very good. Come on, that's pretty flat. Calling in. Pick up. Transport. Ba-ba-bam. Ba-ba-bam. This is the only thing. It's a bit weird. Sometimes your personal transport appears, sometimes it does not. There it is, my little rattle trap. My favourite thing in the galaxy. So we're going to Lock. Coronet. Starport. Yeah. Server better than Awakening. I couldn't tell you, Michael. I've only played otherwise on Basilisk. Flashpoints don't get done often. Yeah, they were kind of trying to push people towards them, right? So maybe it takes a bit more organising with guilds. Can do them any time. The thing with the city invasions, they're on a timer, so everyone knows when they're happening. And that seems to be a factor. Oh, see you later, Jens. Have a good day at work, mate. Night at work. Thank you. Travel. Tatooine. Where are we going? Lock, of course. Travel. I'm just going to go and get a refill once I appear on Lock. I can show you where we start. We'll show Marvin where the Lock quest line starts. when he gets to level 90. Let me just go and get a refill for my drink. One sec. There's a Mandalorian dancing in front of me. Sergeant Mercer. Salute. Yeah, I like Fate of the Galaxy as well, David. You forgot about Bespin, Mike. Yeah, we got to get that into our heads now, because that's going to be a thing for people. Endgame. It's new, isn't it? Oh, you're returning tonight, Mike. Nice. Marvin, you get it just from the quest line. You get it as a reward. So just do the legacy. Just as you go up levels, there's a Jedi once you get to that correct level through doing the legacy quests, I should say. Once you get to that level, you'll get your lightsaber. You'll get a quest and stuff. Hi, Zintor. RuneScape. I know it's massive. It's a massive lot of fun, and it still has a huge player base, doesn't it? I'm curious, Zintor, did you play the latest version, like the remade, the updated, or did you play the older version? Because they brought out, didn't they bring out a kind of a I don't want to say up to date, but a more modern version. And now you can choose between the two when it comes to RuneScape. I only know this through listening to Massively podcast, but curious. I think from memory, I think Nian Num, who's one of my favourite alien dudes, he's in the cantina here, right? You get your thanks Stevie, you get your saber, and I think level 1 you can put 1 crystal in, and then you get 2, you can put 2 crystals in, imagine that, then 3, then 4, and then eventually 5 crystals. Mercy wandering around in the background. Ever feel like you're being followed? Getting that feeling here. There's a Mandalorian trailing me. Nian Num. Hello to your person, the regal one. It's Mercer. Hold on. He's gone. Hello to your person. The regal one has messaged your expectation of arrival. Oh, it's like he's speaking a foreign language. We've got the universal translator going. Problems I had by myself concerning parts of a to be shifted linguistic decoder that was taken by a regional pirate band. A request is made for your help. Are you understanding? I think so. Buddy boy. Linguistic decoder parts. Let's go for it. Hi, Light Years. I'm glad you caught the stream. I feel known. Can you linguistic decoder parts? Let's go for it. Let's travel. We're going to have a scenic travel across Loch here. So yeah, this is where Loch's theme park takes place. And it's the stronghold is right there. It's that weird sort of torus shape on the overhead map there. In there is the Pirate Nym. Go in there, get some quests. It's an earlier quest line that they updated later to get in line with the legacy, and you can get pretty much, I think you can get like from 60 to late 80s maybe even doing that quest line. It's a lot quicker than the legacy at that point. You think Star Wars Galaxy's a lot like RuneScape? Ah, interesting. To get the bunker back, I don't know. I mean, if you paid the maintenance, I guess it's gone. If you definitely know it's gone, right? Is it in your data? It should be in your data pad. If the maintenance expired, just check your data pad and check data, because I think your houses and stuff get packed up and put in your data pad. Data, I think. Speaking of Mustafarian bunkers, there's one. Oh, you and we like ships in the night, Light Years, shifting sands, or like this also functions as a boat. Better go over here. It's a little bit slower on the river. Oh, you've watched lots of videos, Bob. That's good to hear. I'm glad people are watching them. Gone? Ah, it's gone. I don't know why that would be. I'm told they're supposed to appear in your datapad. Buyback? No, that's something else. Well, hopefully you didn't have too much stuff in there. You have like valuable stuff in there? So you can submit a ticket. They have a system for submitting a ticket. You could always ask. I think you can get that. Just go through the website to submit a ticket. Or Discord, yes, as DV points out. I think so. It's a game that rewards patience, isn't it? It takes time. Don't rush it. Yeah, we were playing Bespin all weekend, Light Years. I don't know if you caught any of those live streams, but I could look at Rebellion, me and DV and some of the people from the Discords. We really got stuck in. We were on for like 10 hours on the evening and really enjoyed it. And I you know, stuff's always enhanced in a group. MMOs. It's great just going around doing stuff in a group. Waiting for the Unreal 4 remake. Yeah, I saw some videos of a guy who'd done a load of stuff in Unreal. So it's impressive graphically. Imagine this game completely remade in a modern engine. That would be such a monumental task. I heard rumours of a new Star Wars MMO, but I don't know if that was just all clickbaity. I don't know what a modern Star Wars MMO would look like. Hopefully Amazon isn't making it. They don't seem to be able to really... Amazon Game Studios, we talk about games and never release them. Has Thingy come out yet? That one they've been touting for ages? The New World? I think so. I know they did a beta not long ago. Did they cancel the Lord of the Rings game? I think. Because of licensing issues and something else occurred. I tend to just take a lot of gaming news, like just let it wash over me, take note and then don't think about it too much, because so much stuff gets cancelled or changed, or plans are so fluid. Don't like to get built up about anything. Say we're going to be releasing in 2 years. Okay, I'll forget about it until then. I'm not paying any attention until it's closer. Hiya, Ben. Oh, that's good to hear, Light Years. If they finish Star Citizen, we can mod it for Star Wars Galaxies 2. It's essentially, it probably already is. We could just christen it Star Wars Galaxies 2. Star Wars Galaxies that might have been. A known Corsair encampment is where I am right now. Quest 2. Area 2. What am I doing here? Is the question. Oh, linguistic. To recover the parts, Nian needs his linguistic decoder. Okay. So we just need to help Nian Num remember how to speak basic, I think. That's what we're doing here. I don't think I've done anything else, DV. I know I haven't. I haven't gone any further. Yeah, Star Citizen. I'll judge it if and when it comes out. I think the last game I kickstarted or backed was what would it have been? Some weird sort of like RTS sandboxy RTS hybrid on Steam. That was like 5 years ago, and it never emerged. It's still there in permanent alpha. I think I have to kill these guys and just see if they drop anything. We could attack a few things at once. Ah, 3 of you. Oh, I see how it is. I get the picture. Ah! Got one linguistic. He had a linguistic decoder part in his pocket. Nabbed it from him as he flew backwards in slow motion, mid-air. Boom! Hand in pocket, decoder part. Boom. And number 2 decoder part. How do you like that? It's weird in these games. It's always these little quirky side quests. Before I will help you with the thing that's important, you must go away and help me with something that is just a little personal errand or something like that. I've forgotten how to speak basic. Can you help me with that? I'd really like to get on with saving the galaxy. Is that okay? No. I need to know what people are saying. Okay, fine. Ah, nothing found. Come on, it takes me such a long time as a tank. All that fighting for nothing. When I'm grouped with my DPS buddies, my commando assault team, they just rip through these guys. They say my commando assault team. I could be their Jedi. I don't know. So it depends on your point. Many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our point of view. I cling to the truth that I may be useful in a group. hasn't happened yet, but I continue to hope. I continue to have faith. Oh, hello, Rebel Commando. Look, you see? What was I saying? Rebel Commando, surrogate. Obviously saw me there and thought, take pity on the poor prat. One more decoder part to get. If I just got one more, decoder part, I'd be so happy, so happy. Happy chappy. Maybe this guy's got it, embedded in the hilt of his Gamorrean axe. His Gamorrean power axe will use part of the battery to power the decoder. Ah, it was the Gamorrean axe was what we needed. Choom. Ba, 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 ba. Some reports say new game is open world, not MMO. Open world with opt-in co-op. That sounds about right, like years. It would be very in keeping with what's going on at the minute. It's your main character, by the way. This, I think I have 3 mains, if that's even possible. This one, an Imperial one, who's a Stormtrooper, and a Crafter. That would be cool. I mean, if you want to do art, Zintor, it's always nice. Someone's done some art of Naplu in the past, which was very cool. Always like, you know, seeing people's creativity and what they can do and stuff. It's always very impressive when people just take the time to do things. It's cool. I used to love drawing myself, and I don't do it so much these days. Why am I doing this? Haven't I? Because I'm in a travel-y mood. I'm going to go to Chinon, the NRA capital, to catch a shuttle. Both points of view are valid. Good to hear, TV. Thank you, buddy. You've got a hybrid going there, David. Sounds good. I think that's what DV was doing with one of his Jedi at one point. It was kind of hybriding. You can mess around with the expertise a fair amount, can't you? With the Jedi, it tends to be here. You have big choices between these light side, which makes you super tanky, and these dark side powers, which give you the DPS. See you, light years. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I'm in the city now. Like, look, guys, I'm in the city. Have a quick look around. I like that. That's one of the newer buildings, isn't it? I feel that's fairly rare. Not seen many of those. Wow. It's very cool. Do you guys know what that one is? Seen that before? I would say it almost looks like, you know, the Emperor's throne room sticking up from the Death Star, but obviously this is architecture is most Tatooinean. Marble, maybe. Marble place. Can I come in your house? I always feel weird just wandering around people's houses, but... Let's see what's in this. Yeah, it's like marble, isn't it? It's marble. This is made of marble. This guy must be loaded. A whole house out of marble. Very impressive. Ah, it's interesting. It's like a lookout post. Maybe it's might not. Well, it is a house. It's definitely a house. But there's not a lot of space here for decoration, is there? Structure management tool. I don't think there's another level. We go straight from the ground to here. You'll find the top of a hill somewhere. I live here now. It's hard to find buffs, Mikekt. You want to go to the med centre in Mos Eisley. It's the best bet. Or just as you leave the shuttle in Mos Eisley, the chairs when you're running through the starport, there'll be buffers there. But most people are in the med centre these days. It's right outside the starport. You can't miss it. If you bring up this map, press M. It says Med Centre next to one of these green buildings in Mos Eisley. Just sit down on one of the beds or one of the chairs in front of the people that are there. And they have macros running. They'll target you and buff you. And then when your buffs are done, you tip them some money. Whatever you can afford. Just to say thank you. That's what people do. And then when you make some friends, or what you do is, don't even have to be your friends, what you do is you pretend that you're friends with a medic and just have him follow you around and keep buffing you. That's what I do. I'm joking, of course. Or am I? See you later, Sardoka. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, the cantina for the inspiration buff. You're quite right. I assumed you were talking about medic buffs, but if you want the inspiration buff, that's a different thing. And you go to the cantina, yeah. And slightly different process. Talk to the people who are dancing and say, "I'd like a buff, please." And if you don't know what to ask for, just ask them. They're usually the experts. They'll tell you. Let's say, "I want to be a tank," and they'll give you a buff that is a tanky buff. Or, "I want to do DPS," and they'll give you a DPS buff. DPS, which is the technical term for DPS, which people should use more often. My DPS is low. Alright, let's see if we can talk to this guy in a sensible way now. Help in the unknown. Small craft landed nearby in our location. Well, I fear to say, but I have someone after me. You might want to take care of it. A bounty hunter? When did that appear in the quest? Track down and eliminate a bounty hunter that is after Nien. His last known location was a small village south of Nim's stronghold. Okay. I can do that. A small village south of Nim's stronghold. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Am I still live? My screen went black then. Had a weird thing that happened a few years ago. We started getting flickering televisions and the lights would flicker and there would be a thump. Almost like an earthquake. we put up with it for far too long, longer than you should put up with something scary like that. It turned out there was a big hole in the street. Well, not too big, but big enough for water to get inside. That was interfering with the electronics. The whole street. We were going like, have you noticed it? To neighbours, have you noticed your television flickering? And all like, yeah, that happened the other night. You didn't do anything about it? No. That's welcome to the UK. Also switched on. I mean, that could technically be called a village, I guess. It's a bunch of tents, really. Oh, a lot of the medics moved to Bespin, did they, David? Hi, Prayer Donus. It's worth trying. Refresh. Also, is it normal for FPS to dip to 60ish with the reshader ILM stuff? I tend to get a steady 60, but I don't use ILM very much. I wouldn't really boost. I think if you're just trying the game out, it's fun to do the quests. If you've got a group of friends, just do the quests together. That's what I tend to advise if people haven't played before. I mean, it's not that complicated a game if you're into MMOs already and stuff, but it's, you know, it's a direction for people going through the game, and the quests are pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then once you get bored, you can kind of deviate from the quests and do some grinding, which is always fun. Oh, give me a clue. Kimagilla Town? Could he be in Kimagilla Town? I suppose it's possible. So let me just check I'm not doing anything stupid and getting rid of a bounty hunter who is pursuing a personal vendetta against him. Track down and eliminate a bounty hunter that is after Nim. His last known location was a small village south of Nim's stronghold. Well, the only village that I can see south of Sim's stronghold, and it's a long way south, is Kimagilla Town. Try that. Which is Big Giant Circles, Lieutenant Goku. I can't remember which album it is. I'll check in a second. Kimagilla Town. Well, then I'm going to submit a ticket because it says village and this is a town. So that's misleading quest text. Be specific. Something got lost in translation, which is appropriate for this quest because Niam Num can't speak basic. Small village south of Nim's stronghold. Alright, well, I will need my buffs for this in case I get aggroed. We might run out. We're pretty low. DV's warning me. 9 minutes. We'll be alright. Come on, surely I've thought about things long enough to be inspired now. I see the pattern in all things. There you go. And now that I have the pattern in all things, I can also communicate with little fellas like this. Look at him. A little dude. Oh, Minoc. We share we share a symbiotic relationship. What affects one affects the other or something. There he is. Are you sure you want to override your power up? No. Go with what I've got. Oh, it's over there, look. It's a bit further away than I thought. So look out for a bounty hunter. There's a few NPCs in here from memory that it could be. I don't know if he'll spawn specifically if I've got the quest. Maybe. Look at that. June Kimmergiller, it's huge. I have an NPC in the middle of the town here. I'm going to go for the white triangle. Maybe we get some quest dialogue. Hello, are you a bounty hunter trying to kill my mate? Kale Sarasi? Look, okay, you made your point. I don't want any more trouble. I've sent a comm to release Choster's sister now. Please leave me alone. Oh, what about this peace agreement? What am I doing? We'll be in touch. It's something else. It's not that. That's Nim's. That's Nim's theme park. Cass Vanko. I bet it's him. See if we can pull him. Jeremy, what are you doing? Dude. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. That's massive.
Jeremy Westfall donated $50 through Super Chat.
$50? That's crazy. Just playing video games. I really appreciate it though. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't say thank you enough. And I wish I had giveaways I could do. Like a proper YouTuber. Give people gifts and things. You've donated $50. You get a new PC. Thank you, Jeremy. You are the man. Alright, here we go. This is for Jeremy. We'll kill a... I'll tell you what, that's what we can do for Jeremy. Kill this Cass Vanko guy. He actually sounds like a bloody... a blinking... What's the name of the guy in Knights of the Old Republic? Cal something? He's got a real bounty hunter name, is all I'm trying to say. What are we doing here? Go! Someone's added their little... Look at that little... Somebody clip that. That little commoner there. Just with his little pea shooter doing his little damage. He just sees... This is like when you're a noob and you see people fighting, you think, I can help. I can help. I can help, guys. It's not him. It's not him. Bob Martin, best MMO. That guy's dedicated to Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. One dead bounty hunter. Best MMO I've ever made. It's Addicted. Started back 3 months ago. Can't put it down. Oh, that's good to hear, Bob. Thank you for telling me. Reminds you of simple times. That's fine. Callow Nord. That's the guy. That's the guy I was thinking of. So we've killed a likely sounding bounty hunter, a named gold NPC, and it wasn't him. So let's see if we can find anyone else it might be. I mean, assume it's not a giant June Kimmergiller, because that's what? That would be crazy. cycle through all these guys. A commoner, a commoner, a commoner, a Kimagilla hatchling. Maybe he's in one of the houses and we can't see him on the map. It could be something silly like that. Anyone in here? Bounty hunter. Dun, 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 dun. Is it you? Ah. Looks like a pacifist if ever I saw one. With his slightly lazy face. I don't have the energy. I'm a pacifist. No, you're just lazy, mate. Where am I going? It's got to be him. It's got to be him. Oh, well, it might be the first time we have to wiki it. I really wished we hadn't. We don't have to do that, but I think we're going to have to, guys. Rebel Theme Park. SWG. Rebel Theme Park. I'll turn off caps lock. Lock. Cantina. Near Num. Linguistic decoder parts. He can be found at the Kimagilla town at -70 2728. The bounty hunter is a level 89 elite. You shouldn't have too much trouble fighting him. Well, if I can find him, maybe that would be true. He's in the middle of town behind the tent. He's actually called a bounty hunter, is he? Am I just blind? Behind the tent. See what I see. I was teaching DV this technique the other night. He's unaware of it. Veteran of the game, but he's never done this before. Basically, you see something on the map, you want to react quickly. Don't panic, right? But you want to see. So this organically, this is what would happen. Not in view. Forget that. Forget that happening. What you want to do is, as soon as you see the NPC, there he is. Drop and roll. All right. You want to go straight down. Hit the deck. I'll show you again because it happens pretty quick. Okay. Once you've got this, most things will not get the drop on you. Okay. You're walking along. You're walking along. Fine. Playing Star Wars Galaxies. Think I'm getting the hang of this. Shit. Drop. Okay. You get that? Any questions? Leave them in the comments. Or you. Should do a not done that on the flipping tutorials yet, have I? It's an obvious one that I've missed. Bum 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 bum. You can even do. Learnt this one the other night from a very jumpy lady in our group. You win the battle. Way. A little bit of a jump there in celebration. Alright, goodbye Kimagilla Town. Goodbye. Ellen Drill, how do you know so much about the game? You know it all. You're like Pocket Google. Super Google. Drop on a rock. You just, I mean, sometimes it's the way things, it's called drop and roll, and that's sometimes the way the cookie crumbles or the rock rolls. You just got to drop, and if there's a rock, you roll with it. Rock and roll. That's where it comes from. The word rock and roll. Everything's derived from something. 1968, the Rolling Stones playing Star Wars Galaxies, fighting bounty hunters, Kimagillas. They watched one of my videos. They saw the drop and roll. They thought, geez, how about that for a name for a band? Pretty good. Everything's connected. Everything's connected. You just have to look for those connections and start wiring them all together, and it all starts to make sense, trust me. No, it came from me, DV. Me. Specifically me. I am rock and I am rock and roll. Ellen Drill. We don't need Google. Let me just Ellen Drill that for you. Here we are. It's a little bit like Matt Berry, isn't it? You know what we do in the shadows? The whole drop and roll. Let's test on this gargle. You know how he said when he turns into a vampire, it's bat? In this game, it's drop. There you go. Drop and roll. I think gargle is the name of that's not the. He's off. He's off. He doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. It's the name of him. He's in a story. It's not the name of the species. It's the name of the specific creature, I think. Here we go. Here we go. Stop, drop, and roll. If nothing else comes from this live stream, then I've imparted that information, and I feel good about that. I can die knowing I've passed that on to you guys and years to come. You can tell that to your children, they can tell it to their children. The information will be shared across the generations, and that's what matters. So I see 30k. Ooh, I can choose. Is there a specific one to maximize profit? No, Mikekt, you don't choose the resource. You just get the crate, and you put the crate itself, and then the crafter chooses the resource. That's why it's so expensive. They buy the crate, and then they get to make the choice. So yeah, don't choose for the crafter. No. Last time I sold mine for 7 million, I think. The crate itself. So will that do? I've slaughtered a guy on your behalf, Niendum. I am sure lucky that you are a professional. I wouldn't be here to tell you about it. I'll go see if Han is still busy. Oh, you are going to Han now? Yeah, I am going to Han now. Is he in the back? Usually creeping around. There he is. Look at him. Tiny Han. Isn't he like 6 foot? Harrison Ford? What's going on here? Tiny Han finally got through near. That's good enough for me. I need some help to get Nim to listen. If he won't meet with me, I can convince him to help the Rebel Alliance. So you're gonna help make him want to listen. I'm ready. What do I need to do? Some of Nim's munitions were stolen by some Blood Razor pirates. First get back those munitions and eliminate the Blood Razor leader, Jarund Salim. That will be a good start. Alright, I'll do that. Helping Nim eliminate the pirate leader. Recover the stolen munitions. In order to do this, I need another buff. Welcome back, Diablo! making progress. It's not quite as fast as, you know, once you have to travel across... well, I'm padding things a bit, I guess, by not going by shuttle all the time. So I can't really blame the game for that. Why have I never done this? Certainly with Naplu, I've been able to do it for a long time. Maybe it's the rewards. They're not huge. I'm not too keen on these Rebel Assault rewards. I don't really wear the armor. Probably why I never did it. They're not from the movie. I like the things from the movie. Anyway, someone was asking about buffs. I don't know if this was what you were meaning, the medic buffs, but this is what I do. Just head to Mos Eisley. Redbeard, welcome to the chat. It's all going fine, don't worry. Jenna, come on, I can't run past Jenna. I love her so much. Have some money. That's my friend. Look at him standing there. He knows I'm watching him. He isn't paying any attention to me. Look at him. He's my buddy. Over there. I want to go over there. Name that movie. It's a bit personal. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Move. Midweek stream. Hiya, Bo. How you doing, buddy? Just getting the hell out of here. How are you crawling so fast, TV? Students tax. My officer is standing in front of Isley Starport. I'll be alright, Alan Drill. I appreciate it. I think I'm pretty okay for this content. Do you want to come with me, DV? I don't know. You doing stuff? We'll stay off Discord if that's right. Just talk to chat. You're welcome to join if you like. I'll invite if you want to come. Just come, dude. But it's up to you. I'm off to bloody Lock. Let's go to Lock. Travel. Hi, Maximus. Get Back in Red. I'm not sure what Get Back in Red is, Bob. The movie I was thinking of was Caddyshack. Rodney Dangerfield, I think it is. He says that. Is it Rodney Dangerfield? My classic American comedian knowledge may be failing me. Hi, Corn Julio. How you doing, matey? Alright. Hope this is okay, DV. I'm not really in any rush tonight, so I'm travelling across dunes. I talk to chat and say hello to people. Give you my undivided attention. Telling Redbeard Neo that he should get back in the game. Oh, right. Sorry. I missed the I did not. I'm not taking my own advice. I did not make the connection there. Not paying enough attention. I just said I was paying undivided attention. Shit. Frick. Now I'm demonetized. Shit. Ah, making it worse. No, I get it. I just see that it's that armor is really hard to miss, and the long weapon obviously makes an impression. It's my buddy. Do you guys? Here's a question. How many hours would you say you play of Galaxies in a an average week? Curious to know. I don't play as much as I used to. Obviously, I took a long break, but when I'm playing, I tend to play less often, but in longer chunks when I do play. Don't play every day anymore, but when I do play, I play for a good while. Things could be better. Oh, dude, I hope it's nothing too bad. Probably can't talk about it in a public chat forum, but I hope you're okay. 40 to 60 hours a week at the minute since I'm not working because of COVID. Oh, fair enough, Elendrell. That's a good thing that at least Star Wars Galaxies can do. When I first started on Legends, that was like a resurgence for me of interest, and played like I did back in the day because you want to get a Jedi and you want to get everyone up to level 90 crafting. I wanted to get a max level crafter, so all of that. Good few months of solid play, and it was in that time that I started doing videos and also met a load of the people that you'll see on stream like DV and Jens and Bo. Gradually get to know people. Just 8 hours a day. Too many. 30 to 35 hours a week. You see, that's why it's such a passion for people. At least 8 hours a day, Maximus. You're playing an awful lot, dude. Fantastic. I was doing heroic runs on 4 tombs each day for tokens, and then also grinding stuff for heroics. 8 to 10 hours a day. My goodness. What's the command to see how long you've played? Can you remember? Time? Doing stuff on and off, say at least over 10 hours. You guys are a lot more hardcore than me these days. I just jump on, a lot of the time I just jump on these days to chat. Ah, I see, Cornelio. It's to do with where you are and the situation around you. Yes, I hope so too. Does not sound good. Let me just think, where is that? So that is... Yes. Okay, I know. I think I might know where you are. If it's the stuff that's on the news right now, the headlines. Yes, I hope so. Stay safe if you can. Welcome back, DV. Seems weird not talking on the Discord these days, but I think it's important to do some streams where I just talk to chat, you know. There used to be time in game. Time in game. Come on, what is it? Emoticons filtered, chat types, UI, submit a bug. Duration. Each time the alarm expires, alarm remove. Video commands. Maybe it's not in-game, I don't know. It's character person tab, is it? Oh, okay. Time played. Okay. Oh, so is that... That's got to be on this character, right? Because I've played more than 24 days of this game on this server. That sounds about right. No visibility out the passenger side window. Huh. I guess that's a... Yeah, that could be a resource saving measure. Or something to do with like syncing it between the characters. Because like we were saying the other day, we looked like we were always ahead of the other person, but we were actually behind. So maybe it's hard to sync it. I don't know. Guessing. 24 days? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Diablo, I'm on Star Wars Galaxy's Legends server. People talk about the dangers of playing too many games and escapism and stuff, but like, you know, in situations where people need a break, they just need a break, or it's just for pure enjoyment, or in Cornelio's situation where there's stuff going on in the world that is frightening and scary, being able to go online and play a game, something as simple as playing a game or talking to people online can be helpful, you know. And it's like, I hate having to explain this stuff. When you explain it, you sound like you're being patronizing to people who don't play games and don't spend time online, but it can be so beneficial, and people think, oh, you're escaping from real life. Not really. But if you think that, it's hard to convince them otherwise. 81 days on Druas? Surely... No, that could be correct, right? Isn't he... Who's your oldest character, DV? Who was the first one you created? Yeah, it's just natural. It's not like anything strange. There's nothing wrong with you if you want to play games. I've been playing games since I was 12. I'm fine. Honestly, trust me, I'm fine. Eliminate the pirate leader. Where's the pirate leader? Drop and roll. Ah, shit. Forgot. Thank you, dude. Ah, he was the first. He was 90. Yeah, so he's your oldest character. Makes sense. He's got the most time on him. I think I'm pretty evenly spread between probably Deck, Naplu, and Snut Snort. Possibly the most on Snut Snort, actually. Or maybe not. I don't know. Hard to tell. It'd be interesting to have a look sometime, actually. Look out, dude. That's when you need to... The drop and roll is not working. Abandon it. Move to kill mode. Engage instant kill. Yeah, he's got it. Look at his massive weapon. That's exactly what's going on. A burning stone. You have either already collected this item or have not activated the collection. Where is pirate leader? Laser, blood razor transmission detected here. Do I have something in my inventory that could trigger it, maybe? No, nowhere near, Bo. I'm exactly where we left it. Just when we were doing it, I was thinking, I'd never done the Rebel quest. Where did I leave that? And it was right. I left it pretty early on in the Rebel quest. Yeah, often, Mikekt, it's to do with what you're familiar with, isn't it? Like TV. Yeah, it's just the same. Exactly the same. Well, thank you, Cornelio. I hope they do some kind of help. They have some kind of benefit for the people, the streams. Eliminate. Alright, quest text, here we go. Han Solo wants you to do a favour for Nim and recover some stolen munitions and take out the leader of the pirates who took them. A transmission has been intercepted involving one of those blood raisers. Han believes their camp to be somewhere in that general area from which that transmission originated. So recover the stolen munitions, eliminate Joron Saline, recover some munitions stolen from Nim. So he's around here, DV. I think do you want to spread out, see if you can find anyone? Jarim, or anywhere that they might be hiding. I see some other guys over here. Cluster of bandits. Cossack, no, they're Cossacks. Oh, we're nearly done on the rebels. I wondered if there was another stage. I got to, well, I don't want to spoil it in the chat. A named character from the expanded universe anyway. I was quite interested to see in the rebel side of things. Alright, let me check. I'm wikiing again. Alright, I got the waypoint. No, I think they're player houses, TV. Yeah, pretty sure they're player houses. What is it? Control V? Boom. Uh-oh. No, we're not ending. I was just Googling. You see those little waypoints? I don't know if you guys know this, like if you Alt-Tab out of the game, copy and paste anything in Chrome, and then go back in the game and Control V, it just pastes it into the chat box. So you can get all the waypoints there really quickly. So they're pretty vague on these ones, like where everything, in terms of where things are located. To do some wandering around. Where's my flipping... He's constantly vanishing, the little dude. It's annoying. I'm not wasting my fizz pudding on these guys. They're not pudding worthy. There he is. Hope he didn't hear me. That big beam! Amazing! What was your impressions in the end, Bo? Overall, the quest itself? I'm kind of interested in the rewards. And then turn them off as you mark them off. That's what I do. Otherwise it gets confusing. Great munitions. Nah, I'm nowhere near. I'm nowhere near Corn Julio. Haven't even done the Rebel one yet. Good fun so far. Want to get that new set of Rebel armor. It seems pretty good, and I think it was Bo actually who was saying that we could deconstruct it and make it even better. Ah, shit, what's Stevie doing? Oh, god damn it. Everyone focus on me. Everyone focus on me. I don't, that guy. Just come this way, DV. We might be desynced a little bit, but most of my waypoints are over here a little bit. It looks like this is the captain. We can get rid of him. Quest was great, rewards are very cool. Oh, good to hear. So worth doing. That's that's all I was thinking, like. Thank you. Sorry about that. That's the dude. Most of them are around here. Bing, there we go. Let's get rid of that one. Is that one, which I've just done, right? Yeah, I've just done that one. Take of the crate. Yippee! The traitor making peace with Nim. Discovered that one of Nim's henchmen, Maha, helped the Blood Pirates in the theft. They signal a meeting with him by lighting a tiki torch on the outskirts of town. Light that torch and eliminate the traitorous henchman. That is the job at hand. Can do that, sure. I really wish this questline would give you, well, I mean, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm just being grumpy, but Han wants you to, so you discover that one of Nim's henchmen helped the Blood Razor Pirates. Lighting a tiki torch on the outskirts of town. Which town? Nim's stronghold? I mean, just... Or this town? Is this considered a town? Do I have to wander around here looking for a tiki torch? Yeah, this is... I think this was what was annoying me about doing this on stream before. The need for these bloody... to keep alt-tabbing out of the game and doing... getting the waypoints. Yeah. Yeah, I've got the waypoint, dude. It's back at Nim's stronghold. Go and do that. So I'm gonna fast travel back to Nim's. Once I can find a place to put my thingy thing down. Come on, Rattletrap. Hey, Rattletrap Squadron, launch. You get more expertise. Do you get more expertise after 90? Because I want to touch Beastmaster. No more after 90. Gotta find those points, but don't forget you can have 5 characters. So most people decide to spread the points, you know, create alts to do different things. Bum, 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 bum. I hope the screen's back on this time. I haven't forgotten. Yeah, the respec guy is outside the starport if you need to respec. Alright, I'm lighting the tiki torch. Let's wait for DV. Mahar approaches. Or appears out of nowhere. Who the heck are you? I'm your worst nightmare, buddy. I'm your worst nightmare. Yeah, you could just do Beastmaster on one of your ults. You can get all the points if you just do a pure Beastmaster. Well, if you just want to do like the crafting side of things, you can just do that. You don't need all those. You don't need to control the pets and create the pets. You could have one character whose some of their expertise goes into Beastmaster pets, how they fight, and then one character who creates the pets. You can do it in a number of different ways, splitting the points up between your guys. Like I have a Beastmaster who just makes them. Well, in theory, he doesn't do it really, but he just makes the pets. You don't need many skill points to do that. Most of the skill points that you need are all to do with controlling them and learning skills and teaching them tricks and things. But to just create them, you don't need very much. Can I get any? Could I get some skill points? Could I get some quests from Chewbacca? I feel like I respect him more. Would that be okay? Imperial base unlocked. Defend General Otto. Power generator shutters. Banner switch. Okay. This is the Imperial base unlock. Is it a POI? Shut down the power generators in the Imperial base. It's probably one of the... It's a POI that I should be aware of, but I'm not. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, I'm going to do about another hour and then we'll get off lock. Basically, I'll get off lock, but I just need a quick bio and I'll be back. One sec. back. Quickly back. But, do you know where you're going, DV? Imperial base. I can get the waypoint. I'll get it. Hold on. Alright, we got a lot of waypoints for this one. So I'm just going to copy and paste everything. Copy. Paste. Oh boy, that's a lot. And I'll just send you the first one. D E new ba, 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 ba. You should have it. We're all good. Yeah, very quick. But I did wash my hands. Very important to wash your hands these days. Public service announcement. I had my... Has anyone had their COVID jab yet? I had mine earlier this week. My arm is still aching. I had a reaction as well, so which lasted 24 hours. I was shivering and felt like I was drunk. You know that right kind of like proper drunk where your head feels like... Do you ever have this when you're drunk? And everything feels very fuzzy and close. Like you're wearing a helmet. Parker, hiya. Howdy, buddy. Oh, you got your second shot? How did it go for you? Did you have any reactions? My second is July. So, but I've heard that if you have a reaction the first time, it's generally less severe the second time. I've not had it. My brother was much worse. He had something for like 48 hours that really knocked him out. But mine was okay. It's just 24 hours. Went to bed and then the next day I was feeling much better. It's not a tinfoil helmet. It's like a really heavy helmet that's pressing down on your skull. Mild cold. Yeah, it sounds about right. When I had the jab, I was feeling like, you know, I can feel the oh, I don't even know. My body, I'm imagining my body like as an army of mobilizing blood cells fighting it. As soon as I had it, I was like imagining all those cartoons where they're teaching you science when you're a kid. We're going, let's change, yeah, let's change cars. Good idea. Oh, that one. That's better. Very flashy. I like this. I like the colour. Very cool. Matches the armour, the black and green clone armor that you get as that reward. AZ AstraZeneca, which they're kind of, I think they're trying to phase it out in the UK because of those side effects. But yeah, it was not too bad, not too bad. Yes, oh, did not go. That's a shame, Maximus. Hopefully you'll get another option as it comes in. There were. I was wondering how they were choosing, because they did have two available, and they kind of just, I guess, based on something, they're choosing who gets what. They put me down for AstraZeneca. Oh, you couldn't sleep on your left side. I didn't have too bad. I can still feel it now. If I tense, I'm tensing my left arm up here. Then I can feel it then, but it didn't swell up or anything, so not too bad. Imp Catan armor. Yeah, it looks like the Imp Catan speeder. That's it. I could feel the midichlorians tying it into Star Wars, of course. You see, I'm getting the hang of the streaming now. It's like the midichlorians fighting the evil Sith virus or something. Fill in the blanks yourself. I'm getting the hang of it. I didn't say I was an expert. I said I was trying my best. Wonder if DV did that on purpose. Let's ask him. Dove? Second a couple of weeks ago. Our first vaccine knocked me down for a couple of days. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Bob, that you had the virus and then the vaccine was another... It's like going another round, isn't it? Mike Tyson or something. So it's interesting that you had the virus, but then the vaccine. I mean, I need to research it more, because obviously the vaccine is not giving you COVID. It's stimulating your immune system in a way that kind of mimics the virus. So I guess it makes sense that you can have a reaction to the vaccine, but the more thing that comes to me sooner is like, if you've had the vaccine, if you've had the virus, why would the vaccine have an effect? Because surely your immune system has already dealt with it once. But I don't think it works like that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that, and I'm just being stupid. Favourite ship in Star Wars Galaxies? What a great question, Andrew. And it's not an easy one for me because I like so many. Chip in, guys. But I like the X-Wing for just being classic cool. Then I like the A-Wing for being like classic, but also a little bit extra. It's like a little bit more modern when the Rebels started to get their act together and they like got these faster ships that and then I like the, well, you might be picking up a theme here. It's definitely Rebel for me. Y-Wings I like because they're like the Winnebagos of the Rebel fleet. They work horses that have been around for years, so I kind of appreciate that. They're a little bit out of date and junky. Rattletrap. I do love the Rattletrap. N1 Starfighter. Yeah, I remember when I first saw them, when the Phantom Menace was first being like teased. It was really interesting design choice to update that old junky Star Wars aesthetic with something that was clean and bright yellow and chrome. Cool. Yeah, I would say Rebellion faction and Rebellion era for me. But I appreciate many of the others. I do like the TIE fighters, and some of it's to do with what you had when you were a kid. I didn't have a lot of TIE fighters. I don't think I had any. And if I got an X-Wing, it was late. It was late on in my collecting when the thing was not at its height. So I love some of the ships that they release now, the sculpts and the molds for them. If I had the space, I would collect them again, but I have nowhere to display them, nowhere to put these things. Don't make sure your speeder doesn't get attacked, DV. Oh, put it away, dude. There we go. So I just hold the aggro and let DV do his stuff. Not doing any damage, just making sure I am the focus of their attacks. Because I don't do any, I do barely any damage, so that's my job, tanky job. Look, that guy's gone to DV, so I do this, and then he comes back to me. Should, in theory. It's easy, it's really hard to do unless you have this Guardian set, which gives you an extra ability. Pull aggro ability. Found it really difficult to get aggro as a tank without it. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We'll just storm in here. Oh, got to thread our way through. Another power generator. Ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. Hi Bobo! Some of the Republic ships I prefer, or the Republic's Lart and Jedi Starfighters. I like the Jedi Starfighters as well. I actually prefer the earlier ones that had the well, I think the later ones had it as well, but they've really featured it in Attack of the Clones. You know, the ring that allows them to jump to hyperspace. I thought that was a really interesting, like, world building thing for a personal starfighter before they could shrink the technology down to so that an X-wing could do it. They had to have this ring that was that would take them into hyperspace. Appreciated that little detail. And I love the battle between, I think it's one of my favourite space battles actually, between the Slave One and Obi-Wan's original fighter. It's a great, it's the sound of the charges exploding and the sound of the Slave One's blasters, rapid fire. It's like it's like an insane person's ship, just completely overclocked blasters. I want to watch that again now. I want to watch that sequence again now. Probably not the whole movie. To admit, I get a bit bored with the Anakin and Padme bits. It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere. Oh, Annie. Oh, little Annie. Wow, there's a lot of these. We're just a little bit back and forth, finding our two guys guarding a banner. For you flag-waving fools. Don't go over there. Look at me. There you go. Light side duelist DPS build. Very tanky, very good DPS. Could do. Would have to sacrifice that Guardian ability, and I'm so enamored with it now. I don't know if I could do without it. Another banner. These guys were doing double duty. I appreciate it when they take their eye off the ball and I can just go up to their... What do you think I'm... What am I doing? Oh, changing. I'm changing the banners, but it's not clear exactly what I'm doing to it. Spraying it with rebel graffiti, I suppose. Quick, quick, quick. More ships would always be nice, MEs. Everything. I would like the... Is it even in the game? I could be showing my ignorance now. The T-Wing? Is it called a T-Wing? It was introduced with the Dark Empire series of EU comics. Might have been the T-Wing, I think. I'm pretty sure that's not in the game right now. I've got to be careful of that if I... Yeah, I'm switching the banners over. There you go. I'm not sure if that one actually might have regenerated there. Maybe you can do it multiple times. Just stand next to one and keep doing it. 1332 DPS on lightsabers. Wow, that's it's pretty high. It's mine. What is my lightsaber? Mine is 1320. 1320. It's something to think about, Elendril. I'll definitely have a think about it and see if it's something for different situations, maybe. Oh. T-Wing. That sounds right, Maximus. It's a kind of a weird design, but it really grew on me over time. Ah! Go. Alright, 3 more banners. 2 now. 2 banners and 1 power generator. And I'm bouncing back and forth now. I haven't done this in the most optimal way. I get lost. I could do that banner again. Yeah, they just keep flipping back. So I can just keep doing it. Come on. I think they're all on me. That's what it says on my screen anyway. Bum, bum, bum. Object does not interest you? Yes, it does. Really interested in that banner. Yeah, similar to an X-Wing design. Alright, it's telling me that I may have done that already. I don't feel like I have. Maybe I forgot to... Ah, jeez. Got to turn all these back on again. All right, let me just do the one thing that I know. All right, I've only got to do the power generator. I'm getting this wrong. I've done them all. Done them all. Hi AZ, good to see you, buddy. All right, so we just have General Otto. Pick a big building. Pick a big scary building. He's probably in there, right? Might. It's alright, forget it. Alright, look out for someone called General Otto. Hold on, target General. Ah, he's over there. Oh no, he's in the corner. Right, in and left. Hiding out in the corner here. Alright, quite a few ads. Might struggle here. I think I can get enough aggro here. Sorry, I did feel like I didn't go too far in there. Well, aggroed from inside the base, and now they're gone. What the hell is going on here? Sorry, dude. General Otto, I'm gonna hammer you. You killed my friend. You killed my brother. Can't move, I'm literally stuck in the clone bay. Oh no, unstick. Try soft logging, just go to the login screen. And then come back and see what happens. Stuck in the clone bay, that's weird. God, this is... There we go, Mustafarian injector, and if I could I would get my bloody pet out here. I'm gonna have some Denilian fizz pudding, screw my diet. Hit him. Come on, hit him. Hit him. Wow, that's a big hit. He did something there. I meant me hit you, not you hit me. Have I stopped auto-attacking? I have. Don't go away from me. Come here. Come out of the cupboard. Come out of the closet, dude. You're not fooling anyone. There we go. Ah, get away from me. Return to Han Solo. Jump and do actions, but sounds very strange, Diablo. That sometimes happens. That sometimes happens to me when I get stuck in the wall of the Mos Eisley starport. But usually it doesn't last more than 30 seconds. I have had something similar. That is all about. I think the mustache gave it away, Cornelio. 70s porn stash. A little bit village people there. Sorry, DB. Hello. You still got all your buffs, so did you rebuff yourself really quick? Hello. Salute, sir. Sorry about that. I couldn't tell. I mean, I think they all aggroed you, basically. And I couldn't get the aggro off of you in time. Hey, sorry. I have to go and talk to Han Solo now. See what the little tiny Han Solo has to say. Did you swim across? I didn't notice. Let's have a quick jog to the cantina. How you can jog in all that armor, I have no idea. Yeah, also try on the character that's stuck, try typing into chat just the word test and enter and see if you say it in spatial chat, because if it doesn't appear above your head or in spatial chat, you've desynced from the server. Could be that. You might have to log out completely and give the character time. Sometimes that helps. I don't know if you call it actually, if desyncing is the right word. It's probably not. General Otto turned tail and ran. Wish I had been there to see it. Dantooine, Admiral Akbar is expecting you. It's a trap! Where's Diablo? I don't know why he's so small, Steely. It's so weird, isn't it? Look at that. Look how tiny he is. I think I'm as tall as him even if I kneel down. You're in Moss Isley. All right, let's go and have a look. Look at him. My liege. It's true about a lot of Hollywood actors, though, isn't it? They're quite short in real life. Well, look at that white Jedi. Jedi Master Wookiee. Snow Wookiee. Oh, hi, Andrew. He's huge in the tutorial. I think those are the two models, and there's one more. You meet it one other place in the game, but I can't. It might be Bespin now, or maybe a few different places. Should we go and visit Diablo and see what's going on? Travel. That's it. Sweet. God, it's been such a long time since I cloned in Moss Isley. I can't quite remember. Moss Isley. I'm just going to see if I can see Diablo. Stuck in the cloner. It's that way. Come on. Oh, I'm using buffs instead of burst running. So I know I'm an OG player because I still call force run burst run. All the characters could do a burst run at one time. That Diablo. Zoth. It looks like he's out. He's out. That you, Diablo? Are you free? Freedom! Wonder where he is then. Now this is light years. Or Wookiee. So are you in the Moss Isley cloner? Or you think you are? Think you should be? Downstairs. Something's wrong because we can't see you. So my guess is that you're not on this. You're not logged into the server. Did you try that chat thing that I mentioned? Try chatting and see if you. Ah, there's two cloners, is there? Right. Okay. Two cloners in Moss Isley. Oh yeah, look at that. Look way over the other side. Jump in, DV. Ah, shoot. I'm going to go around the outside so I don't have to keep dodging now. Well, I've changed my mind. Alright, I've changed my mind. Sorry for this, for the mental swings of the camera here. I'm trying to get across Moss Isley. You know what it's like. Particularly when you're dodging stormtroopers. Now that seems more promising. There's 2 characters there. Attack. Ugh. And then clone somewhere else, right? Choose, if you can, choose somewhere else to clone. I'm not sure if you can, like... Oh, it's gone. Hello. Yumotabok. Cloned at the other one. Well, hopefully he's... Can you move now, Diablo? Never straightforward, is it? Then to the other cloner, he's free. All right, well done, light years. Good job. Saved a character. Ah, I'm being searched for contraband now. They don't like it when you're wandering around here free as a bird. What do you want? Don't take my faction away. I don't have hardly anything. Private. I'm a private faction. Oh my god. Dark Troopers. We might get some hollows. Holocrons. And it tell us which profession we need to master. They knew. They knew all about me. Holocrons? No, I got a thallium copper battery instead. Oh, fantastic. That's great. Oh, well, I might call it there for now. We're on the next stage of this quest. We're going to Dantooine next. Depending on what we do next stream. I'm just bouncing between different content at the minute. But thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks, DB, as always, for grouping. And I will go and have a bit of a lay down. No! Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm going to run out to where my house used to be. Pre-NG, pre-CU. See who's taken my spot. Look. This was what I thought might be the place where Obi-Wan looks over Mos Eisley in the movies. It's not, I think. I think it's actually on the other side of Mos Eisley where that happens. The thing that I've got it mixed up in my head. This is the back of Mos Eisley. The front is on the other side. It was up here. See who's taken my shot, my spot. No, don't thank me, Diablo. Thank Light Years. He's the saviour. With the Dark Troopers, it's been such a long time since I was actually attacked by one of those contraband searches that I didn't even realise those high-level enemies appeared. Has that been a thing for a long time? It's one of those things where you just have to, in the midst of all these up and down hilly bits, try to find an area where you can plonk a house down. You think, haha, I have a hill all of my own, but then other people come and surround you. I think it was there. It's where that one with the red label is originally. It's when you're a Jedi, is it? Okay. Oh, thanks, Diablo. Well, if I was helpful, I appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the thanks and appreciate you watching. We never had grey houses back then. Yeah, I think mine was here. Or maybe that one. Maybe up there. But it was definitely facing in this same direction, I think. Look at that urban sprawl down there. And the view, the lovely view on top of the hill. You can get a house at the top of a hill. Off-duty Jedi got killed by them. The bank. Last night after random search. Damn it! I've learnt something tonight. Flipping Dark Jedi trying to murder us. Oh. Alright guys. Take care. Thank you to Jeremy again for that massive super chat. That was most unexpected and undeserved, but appreciated. And all of you guys for following the channel and watching my streams. I really appreciate keeping me company. It's nice to chat and just do stuff with people. All right, so take care for now and hopefully see you soon. Hopefully be on over the weekend. All right, guys. Bye, 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 bye.